Uh, this is just a weird publicity stunt from Marvel, I'm guessing. They've unveiled the new white Black Panther.
Yeah, I think they were listening to everybody on the whole race swap thing, and everybody's like, "They're not going to do it to Black Panther." And they're like, "You want to bet?"
Yeah.
This
They're like, yeah, we will.
Yeah, this is an own the chuds moment. This is this is them being like, oh, you don't think we'll do it? Well, now we can turn anyone black that we want because we've done this. But
this is total troll.
Here's the thing. If you guys think for 1 second that white Black Panther is not the villain of this arc,
yeah,
like he's totally the villain. How is no one else seeing that?
Yeah, because the white guy can't be the hero or the good guy.
No, he comes in and kills T'Challa. Like, he's the villain.
Yeah. So let's just have a look at this press release. The Marvel Knights, the World to Come collection has just launched with its first issue and is already revolutionizing social media and conversations among those who closely follow the comic book universe. And no wonder the new bearer of the Black Panther mantle is an unexpected, controversial figure, and for many, difficult to fit in. The reason, the new Black Panther is white. That's such a weird sentence. And for many, difficult to fit in. The reason is because he's white. Well, that's just straight up racism, but all right. The story, written by Christopher Priest and drawn by Joe Quesada, gets off to a strong start. T'Challa, the King of Wakanda, dies as an old man, but far from being a finale, his death is the starting point of an inherited, personal, and deeply political conflict. Before his death, T'Challa leaves behind a complicated legacy. After Storm died in an event called the Race War, the former King of Wakanda made a drastic decision to have a child with Monica Lynn, one of his former partners in the comics. The goal to ensure the continuity of his lineage, but as is often the case in the Marvel Universe, nothing is as simple as it seems. Katima, the unexpected heir. T'Challa and Monica Lynn's son is named Katina. Or Katima.
Monica Lynn is black, by the way.
Yeah,
So
this is fucking... He grows up resenting his father and eventually challenges him for the throne of Wakanda. He defeats him, though spares his life. So you got that wrong, Marvin. For reasons yet to be revealed, and takes his place as the new Black Panther. So far,
I don't think
this
I got that
might
wrong.
seem like a powerful plot of redemption or family conflict, but the final twist comes when Katima takes off his mask and he's white. Yes, you're reading that right. The heir to Wakanda and the new Black Panther is not of African descent. A twist that undoubtedly raises many questions and more than a few eyebrows. How is it possible T'Challa and Monica Lynn's son is white? What am I reading?
It's a terrible article. By the way, I think they're wrong. I'm pretty sure he kills T'Challa because there was a whole thing about T'Challa meeting the ancestors on the plane because he's dead. Like, I'm pretty sure he killed him.
Well, it does say he dies, but he dies of old age.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Who cares? One theory suggests that he might not actually be the son of Monica Lynn, but of Nicole Adams, another former love interest of T'Challa's, who, curiously, appears on the cover of issue 3 of this same series. Nicole was presumed dead years ago, but in the comic world, that rarely means anything definitive.
What if he is Monica Lynn's son and he came out looking like that and T'Challa was like, oh, I don't think so.
Well, it says it. Another possibility is that there's a more complex explanation behind it. Something related to genetic engineering, cloning, or even alternate realities.
I've seen theories that it's like a Robin situation where he was like his ward that he adopted or something like that.
Oh my god. Beyond the genetic or narrative continuity debate, what's truly shaking up the reading community is what this creative decision means. Can a character like Black Panther, so deeply tied to African identity and the cultural legacy of Wakanda, that's not a place, you retard. There is no cultural legacy of Wakanda, you pleb. What is wrong with... Oh, it's so deeply tied to African identity. Is it? Black Panther's tied to African identity? Is it? Let me go ask the bloody. Let me go ask people in the subcontinent of Africa, shall we? See what they think of Black Panther. They don't care about Black Panther. African Americans is what you mean, you dickhead.
Well, Nate, as we all know,
Um,
Peter Pan is tied directly into the rich history of Neverland.
What is wrong with these idiots? Fucking hell, man. Can it be represented by a white character? He's not a Nelson Mandela, you dickhead.
This isn't Rosa Parks.
Nelson Mandela, who incidentally, just to clarify, because people forget this, Nelson Mandela was a terrorist, a disgusting terrorist. Google it. Is it an intentional provocation? Yeah. Is it a metaphor or simply a way to break with the established order? I don't have anything else to say on this. This is just mental.
Do you feel like we're just being bombed with just absolute garbage so they can get away with doing worse shit later down the road? Because that's all I see. It's the same thing I'm seeing in most television, most film right now. It's like you're making such garbage, and you're trying to push it off on the people that just aren't paying attention. I think eventually you're going to get to where there's only like 12 people that like anything anybody's making. I think that's literally what's going to happen. And I think may already be there, because I got an argument over on Pro's channel with how Superman and Fantastic Final Steps are going to do. They're going to suck. They're not going to do well. And I want Superman to be good. I want the film to do well, but my expectations on the ground.
Also, they're trying White Black Panther.
Sure, but that's the whole point, though. Is you're getting a white Black Panther? Your expectations of the future are none. They try to take the stick out of people's hands when they talk about all this race swapping baloney sausage, but at the same time, you're going to make the white guy the bad guy. I mean, that's just kind of going to be the narrative here, and nobody should be surprised by that. Nobody's going to get excited for this. Nobody's going to be your customer anymore.
This is meant for one thing and one thing only, for shows like this to talk about it, because people actually watch them, and it gets out there, and then maybe Marvel. The comic book industry is not dying; it's dead. And so they have to do things. Yeah, they have to do things like this to get you to buy an issue by any means necessary. Remember when they did the Captain America Hail Hydra thing, and everyone freaked out, and that just turned out to be a big bait and switch. It's all just mind control that they're playing with you guys, and it's gonna turn out that he's the villain. There's gonna be a whole thing. This is not going to be anything major going forward. It's dumb. It's dumb, just like every other mantle race swap is dumb. T'Challa is Black Panther. Clark Kent is Superman. Steve Rogers is Captain America. Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Bruce Banner is the Hulk. That's it. This mantle swap, this idea that it's not the character, it's the mantle that people respect. No, that's Victoria Alonso nonsense, and it's not the reason why she got drop kicked out of there, but it should have been.
Yeah, well, it should have been one of them anyway.
It's just so dumb. It's literally grifting engagement farming nonsense. It's a publicity stunt, and it's working, and it's generating a lot of conversation, which a comic book has not had since Captain America said Hail Hydra.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think Nick's back yet, is he? Nick, are you back? No. Cole, you got anything else to add to this?
I think Cole's gone too. Well. It's just me and you.
Okay.
What am I going to add to this? This is going to suck. We are on it, and I agree with Marvin. I think it's done intentionally, because there really don't have other ways to market shit anymore. All they have is negative marketing. No, nothing's selling because they're not making things; they're destroying things.
Fair.
But yes, to answer the chat, I know Black Panther actually is a mantle that gets passed from king to king, but in the Marvel continuity, T'Challa is Black Panther in the modern Marvel continuity, and if it ever switches hands, it's always because it's just coming back to him eventually. The only time I've ever liked a mantle swap was when was Azrael taking over as Batman, because there was a storyline reason for it, and it was setting up Batman versus Batman for Bruce to come back and reclaim the and it was not done for virtue signaling reasons.
Yeah. Well, we've got a resident African, Kelechi Oki. There's African here, and that Unga got nothing to do with Africa.
Bingo.
Respect. But are you sure, Kelechi, mate? Because Wakanda's so tied to Africa. Apparently.
I mean, look, if there's one person that I trust about African heritage more than a native African, it's Joe Quesada.
I mean, yeah. It's deeply tied to African identity. Kelechi, are you rejecting your African identity? It's like when they tried to make Cleopatra. It's like when they tried to make Cleopatra black and then like wagged their finger at the Egyptians for daring to have a problem with it. Yeah, like are you even African if you don't like Black Panther, Kelechi? Yeah. Mate? All right. I mean, look, I didn't write it. Okay. What a pile of crap. The cultural legacy of Wakanda. Oh my god.
Yeah, in between worrying about droughts and massive natural disasters and getting eaten by a lion, you're sitting there thinking about Black Panther.
That's what I heard. I heard it was super important to Africans for some reason. Dark Hierophant says, as far as white Black Panther goes, where's Maury Povich? Yeah. Yeah. Hemorrhoid Hurts, Dave Chappelle's Clayton Bigsby already did this.
One of the greatest sketches of all time, and one that no one on this panel is allowed to quote.
No. Oh, Jesus. Right, well, anyway, there you go. There you go. And no, there's nothing left to add, is there, really? I guess. Never mind. There you go. But that rounds us out.